What's going on, YouTubers? let's do this. WWE SmackDown and 205 Live review. Starting off with the SmackDown review. The show from February 27th, 2018 for last night. I didn't do one last night because I wasn't basically I was playing on the Raw review. Basically in my when around the time where I was gonna get ready to close it up. That was gonna be with my cousins after SmackDown and 205 Live. Cause my cousin was working on this project and he wanted me to just to see how it plays out and everything. Basically, I wanted me to be a part of it. And that's what I was gonna do the next day. But I thought to myself after watching SmackDown last night, what's the fucking point? Some of you may not have seen it, but some of you may have heard about it. But I'm gonna run through it. So let's get to it. When it comes to SmackDown, you have Corey Graves, Tom Phillips, and Byron Fagston on commentary. And how the show opened up, of all people. In fact, let me show who opened up the show, so I can let you know how I feel about this person who opened up the show. You guessed it, fuckboy buckethead, the shit that factor of professional fucking wrestling, the spin master, the cornball of pinfall, the botch master, big trash John fucking Cena. Fuck you. Fuck John Cena. That's how I feel about John Cena. So obviously he came out to the club promo because he's on the path to WrestleMania. Because his depression ass cannot live without having a WrestleMania moment or a WrestleMania match or without being there at WrestleMania. And then he starts coming a promo about Shinsuke Nakamura, and I say to myself, get your fucking ass out of here with that shit. I didn't want to hear him naming Nakamura. I didn't want to hear him name dropping Shinsuke Nakamura. I didn't want to hear him talking about that he wants to be a part of anything that is involved with Shinsuke Nakamura. So sure enough, Cena also basically talks about how he wants to be part of this match between Styles, Owens, Zayn, Corbin, and Bitchler to make it a 6-way WWE Championship match at Fastlane. So out comes Shane McMahon. He cuts a promo saying how Cena is the most decorated superstar in WWE history, and like, fuck you too, Shane McMahon. Fuck you. The nerve of Shane McMahon to say that John Cena is the most decorated superstar in this fucking company. Shane McMahon should know of all people that John Cena is fucking trash in the wrestling business. So sure enough, we get Daniel Bryan coming out there too. Basically, Shane McMahon thought at first, John Cena to be in the match is a good idea. But during that time, we get the people chanting for Rusev Day. Basically for Rusev. Chanting Rusev Day. And what did John Cena does and what does Shane McMahon does? They ignore it. Normally Cena just ignore that type of a chant because he will always call on that chant because he's got be a leech on it every time. But as soon as Cena heard that chant, he didn't comply to it. And why should he? Because he knows that's the fans. That's what the fans want. For some odd reason, this Rusev Day is getting over with these fans, and the WWE yet refuses to give us fucking Rusev. Yet they yet to give Rusev this push that he deserves. So like I said, Daniel Bryan came out there and he says to John Cena, "You're gonna face AJ Styles." And I say to myself, "Oh fuck me, really? AJ Styles? That's who you have to beat to be in that championship match? The WWE champion. That's who you have to beat to be in that championship match. What a fucking joke." So I was saying myself at the time, like, well, that means AJ Styles better beat him. That means AJ Styles better get his win back from Royal Rumble, which still have I have not seen. I had no interest in seeing it, so don't even bother asking me to see that match because I don't give a fuck about that match. Because Cena won that match. And sure enough, we'll get to that main event later between Cena and Styles. But yeah, the opening segment of SmackDown fucking sucked. It was fucking trash because Big John came out there to cut a big trash promo. Big Trash John came out there to cut a big trash promo as usual. Moving on, we get Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin. We had Kevin Owens on commentary, and Baron Fagston on commentary was being buried by Kevin Owens on commentary as usual because Baron Fagston is a fucking piece of fucking trash on commentary. And then also we see Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon watching on backstage. Shane McMahon is basically arguing with Daniel Bryan about why Kevin Owens is on commentary. And then also we get to a picture-in-picture commercial break for Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin. We come back from commercial break. Also, Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan is being watched backstage again. You know the angle, the camera angle once again goes to camera shots basically of Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. This time Shane McMahon was eating popcorn. Why was he eating popcorn? I don't know. Maybe because he did something when it comes to between the Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin match. So sure enough, we get to Dolph Ziggler coming out of fucking nowhere, giving a super kick to Kevin Owens, which by the way, it was a nice super kick to Kevin Owens by Dolph Ziggler. So I'll give him that credit. I'm still not calling him Dolph Ziggler anymore. I'm calling him Dolph Ziggler. So sure enough, that was enough distraction for Sami Zayn to lose against Baron Corbin with the end of days. After that, Baron Corbin's victory didn't last long because Dolph Ziggler, or should I say Dolph Ziggler, came in the ring and gave him a zigzag to end basically the end of the segment. And then also we go backstage. You see Shane McMahon eating his popcorn and all that, and Daniel Bryan basically tells Shane McMahon basically Daniel Bryan wanted to go home to his wife and kid, and then Shane McMahon released him like that. Like what? Right there, I'm saying myself that made no sense. Why would the general manager just go home early? Like this, Road Dogg, you fucking suck as a creative writer for SmackDown. You fucking suck. Oh, you didn't know? Well, you should know now. You fucking suck. So also, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens is burying back of. We're upset backstage. Shane McMahon walks up to them. And then, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens saying, "Did you see what happened out there?" And then Shane McMahon said, "Yup." And then he walks away. Before he did, he told Kevin and Sami to join Daniel Bryan along with them because Bree and their daughter will not be happy if they show up late for dinner or whatever. Road Dogg, you fucking suck. If that's the best you got when it comes to your creative writing ideas for your fucking head, you need to fucking step down, or better yet, need to be fucking fired of your position of being the head writer of SmackDown, because you fucking suck. Ruby Riott being accompanied by Liv and Sarah Logan at ringside versus Naomi. She's being accompanied by Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair at ringside. So the match itself, I thought it was whatever. Ruby Riott was the better performer in the match. Naomi, I thought she was decent, but then we see Carmella backstage. She's with her briefcase and everything, and like saying to myself, "Fuck off." Carmella's fucking trash too, because the way they presented her, what comes to her, basically what comes to her as a woman's wrestler. So in the end, Ruby Riott wins the match, and there you go. And Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch gets in the ring because apparently the Riott Squad was going to beat up on Naomi, which it didn't even happen anyways. So whatever, fuck off. But the match itself, I thought was decent. Now, maybe before I move on, before I get to this next segment, I gotta remind myself who this guy is. Josh Duhamel. I don't know. I can't. But I know I seen it in a couple movies before, but basically he was on the show to be part of Breeze Dongo's Fashion Files. You know, um, Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Yeah, basically what comes to the this new series, which is gonna be limited on USA Network, and it's basically about, it's basically it's gonna be about the death of Tupac and Biggie. It's called Unsolved, which by the way I saw that episode a few hours ago. So um but yeah, they talk about, solving excuse me, they talk about solving crimes and all that. Also, I'm gonna get big, on the New Day coming out. Basically the New Day being part of this Fashion Files bullshit. And I see myself, well, forget this. I'm fucking done with this. I didn't care. Basically, they were talking about, the mystery of Big E, because Big E is from New Day. Like, oh my god, Raw Dog again, you fucking suck. Now, when it comes to Tomorrow Wrestling for hour number 1 for SmackDown, 2 matches. Now move on to hour number 2, and we get to the New Day coming out to cut the promos. I didn't give a fuck about the promos. I didn't listen to their promos. Fuck the New Day. Then we get to the Usos coming out, and I care about their promos. So this is what they had, and this is what the Usos had to say. So the New Day came out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The New Day Ray came out. I'm about to say the Usos. So the Usos basically had Jimmy Uso saying that they're spreading the power of positivities through pancakes. Basically talking to the New Day, and they were about one thing, and they said that they went to war, but only one tag team was left standing, with the tag titles, which it was the Usos. Which, by the way, why are they rehashing their rivalries if the rivalry was supposed to end back in 2017 from Hell in a Cell? Right there, it made no sense that the New Day is getting another opportunity for the tag team titles. Fucking bullshit. So basically, the Usos, well, now we have Jey Uso talking about they used to be like the New Day, dancing and singing and looking like a box of Skittles. And they said, Jey Uso meant to say Jey Uso. Then they took it, and they said it didn't take them to the next level. And they had Jey Uso talking about how it's time for a dose of reality. Then they've been grinding for, and they talk about how they've been grinding for 9 years. Whole bunch of blood, sweat, and tears has been spilled, and they've been trying to prove that the Usos belonged on WrestleMania. And Jey Uso talks about how, year after year they have been passed over. 9 years in the game, 0 WrestleManias. This year, it's their time. Jey Uso runs down do them like they always do, and then Jimmy Uso talks about how they're the starters, and the New Day is going to be on the sideline, and then Jey Uso talks about how they adapt and move to the game, while the New Day are stuck in the last 5 years. And I like saying myself, awesome promos from the Usos as always. Welcome to the Usos Penitentiary. That's what it's all about. One day-ish for the Usos. So then we get Big E calling a serious promo after he's finally stopped acting like a big pussy, a big faggot, a big sissy. He finally cuts a serious promo, and basically what comes to number 5, because that was supposed to be Big E's original gimmick from NXT. So basically, Big E talks about how for 5 years they've been 5 years they've been let me see. Here we go. They basically, Big E says that they lost their mind. Basically talking to the Usos that they lost their minds. Excuse me. And they talk about how they've been breaking boundaries and setting records. And they talk about how they hosted WrestleMania last year and all that. And they talk about how how their daddies, the Usos' daddies are the reason why they're thing. And no, it wasn't because of Rikishi's dad. It was because of Umaga. If they know the history, if they know about the Usos so much, it wasn't because of the Usos came into the WWE because of their father. They came into the WWE because of Umaga, the late great Umaga, their uncle Umaga. Real name Eddie Fatu. Eddie Fatu was the reason why the Usos are in the WWE. It's the same thing with Roman Reigns. Not because of Rikishi. So yeah, I just want you all to know that. I want you all to know that about those facts. It wasn't because of Rikishi. It was because of Umaga. Rest in peace to Umaga. One of the all-time greats. And basically, they want to become tag team champions again, the New Day. And I say to myself, fuck you, New Day. Fuck you, Big E. Too little too late for that, by the way. Big E did cut a serious promo. It was a good promo, but guess what, Big E? Guess what, New Day? Too little too late. I don't give a fuck about the New Day. I don't give a fuck about them being at WrestleMania. I don't give a fuck about them being a 5-time tag team champions. If they beat the Usos at Fastlane, which by the way, the Usos better fucking win. So sure enough, we get the Bludgeon Brothers coming out, which is Harper and Roland. They come out to confront New Day and Usos, and they also brought in their hammers. But then the New Day and Usos, they left the ring because they didn't want to get hit with those hammers. And that was that. So yeah, fuck the New Day, and let's go Usos and Bludgeon Brothers, basically. That should be the match for WrestleMania. The Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos at the main card of WrestleMania. No more pre-shows. The Usos' time is now to go to WrestleMania. And some people are gonna be like, "Oh, they were at WrestleMania. You see, that's the fucking pre-show." And that's how you feel. How would you ask Neville and Austin Aries that question about, oh, how was your WrestleMania and everything? How your WrestleMania moment? That you can't say that about the WrestleMania moment because no one's going to watch that WrestleMania because it's not on their DVDs. They removed the pre-show from the WrestleMania DVDs last year. So no, this ain't. The Usos was not on the main card of WrestleMania. They never have been. So this year should be the fucking night. This should be the fucking year I meant to say. And some people literally had some reporters saying Neville and Austin Aries were part of WrestleMania and all that. No, they weren't. They were on the pre-show of WrestleMania. It's a big fucking difference. Being on the main show really matters when it comes to WrestleMania. Not on the pre-show. So the Usos better be on the WrestleMania main card. No more pre-shows for them. No more pre-shows for the Usos when it comes to WrestleMania. They deserve better than that. So next we get to Sheamus. No, I'm sorry, not Sheamus. Also we get to Shane McMahon and Rusev and the English backstage. But that was basically what they were telling us. It was earlier on that night. And basically, Rusev wants an opportunity to be on TV. But instead, Shane McMahon decided to give it to English instead, and against Shinsuke Nakamura. So we're not going to get Rusev to be a part of a championship match, either for United States or the WWE Championship. No, we're going to have Rusev once again be on the sidelines once again, and this time Eddie English is going to wrestle. But I'll get that match momentarily. Next we get Dolph Ziggler on a promo. I don't give a fuck what he has to say. Fuck him. Renee Young interviews Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode talks about how he wants to be the greatest United States champion, and he wants to prove it by beating Randy Orton at WWE Fastlane, which it should have been on WrestleMania. Should have been a WrestleMania card, not for Fastlane. If anything, it should at least be Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal. But instead, we're going to get Bobby Roode and Randy Orton too early for an early WrestleMania match, an earlier WrestleMania match for Fastlane instead. Yeah, great idea. Unfucking believable. So also Randy Orton shows up and he says that he has never been United States champion since he first came into WWE, and he's like that's the only championship title that he's never won, and he wants that belt. So yeah, that was good. Basically, it was a good promo between Bobby Roode and Randy Orton, basically, and that's how they ended it. So good. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be on WrestleMania. It's gonna be on Fastlane. A fucking waste of a match card for pay-per-view. Should be saved for WrestleMania, but it's not. Next we get Rusev Day, which is Rusev and Eddie English, and they basically have Eddie English talking about the City of Angels. Basically, obviously he was singing the basically singing a promo. That's what he was doing to the City of Angels, because I forgot to mention they're in Anaheim, California. I think that's where they're at. I forgot to mention where they're at. No, I mean Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles, California. Match itself, I thought it was pretty decent. Rusev got involved in the match, by the way, and we get to a commercial break, which they did a picture-in-picture type of deal. Back to commercial break, and they're pulling off again. The match between Aiden English and Shinsuke Nakamura, pretty decent match between the two. And in the end, Shinsuke Nakamura goes for his Kinshasa and gets the 3 count in the win. And then Rusev looked disappointed at Aiden English for not winning the match. So yeah. And then we get to the final match of the night. So John Cena comes out to be part of this match that he's going to be having right now against AJ Styles. But before he did, he confronts Shinsuke Nakamura, and they both point at the WrestleMania sign because Cena wants to go to WrestleMania, and like, fuck you. In fact, no, let me do this. I got a better idea. John Cena talks about he wants to go to WrestleMania. Well, guess what? Fuck you, Cena. Fuck you and your path at WrestleMania. You fucking piece of fucking trash. So we get to this match. John Cena versus AJ Styles. If John Cena beats the WWE champion, AJ Styles, then he'll be added to the match, and it'll be a 6-way match at WWE Fastlane. And before I move on, the WWE cameras caught a YouTube celebrity at ringside, basically in the front row. It was Lily Singh. Yeah, those of you don't know who Lily Singh is on YouTube? Yeah, I should know because she's a YouTube celebrity, a real YouTube celebrity, unlike Jason Genova. Yeah, I know who she is. I see she's got a great personality when it comes to her when it comes to being a real YouTube celebrity. Not Jason Genova, who's a fake YouTube celebrity. So anyways, so yeah, she was there. Obviously she's obviously a wrestling fan, which I knew she is. So, and she met a couple of superstars from in the locker room. Basically, one of them is Jinder Mahal, by the way. But anyways. So yeah, so we get to this match between Cena and Styles. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were watching on backstage. Even Baron Corbin was watching on backstage. Dolph Ziggler was watching on backstage. While we have John Cena, Big Trash John, versus the phenomenal WWE champion AJ Styles. Now, when it comes to John Cena, I give him 3 moves. Credit where credit is due: the clothesline, the electric chair, and the sunset flip powerbomb he did. The clothesline he did was pretty good. The electric chair he did was decent. The sit up powerbomb that he does usually it was okay. But the rest that he did in the match was fucking trash. His fake punches, his fake STF, his 5 moves of doom that he was trying to go for. Everything else that Cena was doing in this match was fucking trash. So then we get to Cena on Graduate Styles outside. He runs into his steel steps. The way he did it looks so fucking fake, because he is fake. He's a fucking phony. He's a fucking fake wrestler. And then Cena puts Styles through a broadcast table. After getting hit with the steel steps, he just recovers just like that, and just puts AJ Styles through a broadcast table with the AA. And I say to myself, you fucking piece of shit, fucking motherfucking trash. That's why he's called Big Trash John, because he failed to sell the psychology of getting hit with the steel steps that he ran into. He basically no-sold it again. What else knew with fucking AJ, with this motherfucker? So Cena wanted to take a count out victory. But Styles ends up getting back in the ring anyways. So we get more back and forth between Styles and Cena, until finally we get Styles going for the calf killer. And then Cena gets out of it. Cena goes for his AA, and I see myself, AJ Styles kicking out this one, right? He's kicking out, right? Because we're gonna have AJ Styles beat him at the end of it, right? No, he doesn't kick out of it. He takes a 3 count in the fucking win. John Cena beat AJ Styles. Why the fuck? What? Why did I fucking watch this? Why did I fuck even bother watching this shit? What the fuck was the point of Cena beating Styles, where AJ Styles is supposed to be the WWE champion, who's a fucking babyface, and then he just loses like that to Cena? This piece of fucking trash just beat AJ Styles, the WWE champion. That does not look him. That does not make AJ Styles look good. So now AJ Styles, with him losing, John Cena's now been added to the match at WWE Fastlane. It's bad enough we've seen Cena at WWE Elimination Chamber. He didn't belong in that match in the first place. And then we endure him with his shitty ass promo on Raw. And then we get to see him on SmackDown again. 3 nights in a row to see this piece of trash on TV. As you can see, this fucking irritate me. This fucking drove me fucking insane. Clearly, this fucking upsets me to no end. So now we got Styles, Owens, Zayn, Corbin, Bitchler, and fuckboy Buckethead in this match. We can't have Rusev in this match. No, we're gonna have John Cena in this match instead. This isn't the first time that John Cena took Rusev's spot. Survivor Series, that should have been Rusev's spot when it comes to Raw vs. SmackDown, where Cena ends up being a waste of a space at Survivor Series. And now we're getting this again with Fastlane, where it should have been Rusev in this match, but instead we get the phony wrestler and John Cena getting that spot again, taking another opportunity from someone that deserves it more than him. Tournament Wrestling for hour number 2. 2 matches. Tournament Wrestling for all overall for SmackDown. 4 matches. And before I give my overall show rating for the show, I forgot to mention this too. After the match, John Cena got attacked by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And then Baron Corbin comes out to attack Zayn and Owens. Also attacks Cena. And then we get Dolph Bishop coming into the ring to attack Corbin. No, I'm sorry. Corbin and Owens and Zayn team up on Cena. I'm about to say, my apologies. Styles trying to help and everything, but then Ziggler comes in as well to help out, Cena and Styles. And they took out Corbin, Zayn, and Owens. And then it was left in the ring with Cena, Ziggler, Bitchler, but I meant to say, and Styles. And also Bitchler goes after AJ Styles, and then Cena goes for the AA on Bitchler, and then the show ends right there. So basically, AJ Styles didn't get no hitbacks for. At the end of the fucking day, it was John Cena at the end of the day standing tall to end the fucking show. We're in 2018, and it's still all about John Cena. I should never watched this. I should never watched this show. I should never watched this fucking match. Just like I didn't want to watch that match between Cena and Styles from Royal Rumble last year. Still to this day, I haven't watched that match. And I should have fucking known better than to watch this match. I should have fucking known better. I should have fucking known better. WWE, they fucking got to me. They fucking conned me to make me watch this match just for me to see AJ Styles lose to John Cena. Big trash John beats AJ Styles, the WWE champion. Should not have been AJ Styles in this fucking match. Should not have been AJ Styles on SmackDown overall. And watching this was pure fucking bullshit. And people were wondering why I can't, why they don't understand why I don't like Cena, because he's fucking trash. He fucking sucks. SmackDown 0 out of 10. Now it's time for your WWE 205 live review. The show from February 27th, 2018. With Nigel McGuinness and Vic Joseph on commentary, same place, same arena. Let's move on. Cedric Alexander versus TJP. Cedric Alexander cuts a promo about he's gonna beat TJP to advance to the semifinals, I believe, or the quarterfinals. I don't know. Dasher interviews TJP. TJP talks about how he's the first ever cruiserweight champion. No, he's not. And that was it. Also, we get some TJP chants from the crowds. And after that, they didn't care about the match because they were just sitting on their hands and not reacting, because this is WWE fans right now when it comes to these wrestlers trying to perform a good wrestling match, and they just sit on their asses and not react to it whatsoever. So fuck the WWE fans for that too. I noticed in the match though, the WWE buckle pad was upside down. One of them actually. Idiot fucking WWE staff members. They can't even tell which they can't even tell what's the right side of the W. Of the WWE logo, I meant to say. So basically, Cedric Alexander and TJP were having a very good match, by the way. I'm gonna say right now, it was a very good match. But these WWE fans in the crowds, they didn't fucking care. And why should they? It's just the cruiserweights, right? So why the fuck should you give a fuck up the cruiserweights anyways? And that's nothing. That's what really irritates me too. They pay their tickets. They pay their tickets to go for a SmackDown show, and for that that garbage WWE mixed match challenge. And they could have just left right there after that. No, instead they decided to stay to watch 205 live. and not only they stay there to watch it, but they don't react to it. Speaking of the 205, not the two. Speaking of the mixed match challenge, I'm about to say. Now I don't remember if I mentioned it last week, but last week it was, who was it last week? Oh yeah, it was Charlotte Flair and Bobby Roode defeating um, Nia Jax and Apollo. This week we had The Miz and Asuka versus Balor and Sasha Banks. And I think The Miz and Asuka won if I that's that scene. Yeah. Asuka and The Miz won the match. Now let's get back to the 205 Live. So Cedric Alexander and, like I said, Cedric Alexander and TJP wrestling each other back and forth, only for Cedric Alexander to win with the lumbar check. It was a good match too. I thought it was a good match, but again, like I said, the fans didn't care because they were sitting there, on their asses, not reacting to it. Drake Maverick, he cuts a promo about, well, actually, he was being interviewed about the cruiserweights. Talk about how it has a different type of style, like technician, grappling, high flying. He wants to make 205 Live, the best brand, that, and like, hell yeah, let's do it. With or without the reactions of the WWE fans, I'm right there with Drake Maverick. Also, I'm getting Mustafa Ali talking about how he had a grueling match against Jack Gallagher, and he says and he wants to prove himself again, and when it comes to facing Buddy Murphy in the next round tournament, which we'll talk more about that next week. Also, I'm getting Buddy Murphy get caught up backstage. Got caught in the parking lot from a reporter. Talk about his match against Mustafa Ali that he's gonna be having, and basically Buddy Murphy let them know what it is, and he's gonna beat him, and he's not gonna stop him to get to WrestleMania. Main event time: Kalisto versus Roderick Strong, and this other WWE turnbuckle pad was rised up this time, because they first noticed it, and they decided to fix it up. So anyways, Kalisto versus Roderick Strong. It was a good match. A good match. And I like, finally, the people are finally reacting to the match. I don't know why they didn't react to it at first with Cedric Alexander and TJP, but with Kalisto and Roderick Strong, I'm glad they reacted to this match. And speaking of Cedric Alexander, he's watching on backstage because he's going to find out whose opponent's going to be between these two. We end up having Roderick Strong mocking Kalisto in the match by doing lucha, and basically it was a good action between Kalisto and Roderick Strong, and again it was a good match between these two. To me, this match was better than the match than Cedric and TJ had early in the night. And then in the end, Roderick Strong is a win with the what's it called again? The end of Heartache. And yeah, he gets the win. And which I knew, by the way. I knew he was gonna go over because Kalisto. There was no way they're gonna have him beat Roderick Strong. If that would happen, I would have been pissed off. Would I be more pissed off than John Cena beating AJ Styles? No. Excuse me. But there you go. So 205 Live, that was it. Talking about wrestling for 205 Live, it was 2 matches. Because that garbage trash WWE Mixed Match Challenge is still going on. I'm gonna go 6 out of 10. It was a good passable show. And before I go, one more time, folks. Now the way I'm gonna end this, I'm gonna end it like this. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr. The Natural Born. Please subscribe. If you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike this video, give it a dislike. The choice is yours and yours alone. No one will tell you otherwise. at the end of the day, it's all about your opinions, and your opinions matter no matter what people say. So yeah, here's how I'm gonna end this review, and I'll see you all later on for my next review, which is gonna be about NXT. So that being said, thank you all for watching. Y'all take care. Peace on the streets, and I'm out. And before I end this is how I want to end it. Another big fuck you to fuckboy Buckhead, the shit factor of professional wrestling, John Cena. Big trash John. Fuck John Cena. I'm out.